friends, it's Miss Lodowski here. I am going to teach us a new lesson today in math. We're going to be doing some more things with quadrilaterals and triangles. We're going to be sorting them today by their attributes. So by the end of today's lesson, you're going to be able to look at a different quadrilateral or triangle and sort it into different groups based on the different attributes or things about it. Before we get into that, though, I want to do a quick little review of what a quadrilateral is, okay? Because we're going to be sorting our quadrilaterals first. So I want you to use your big old brains. I want you to think, use all that brain power. And when I ask you, what is a quadrilateral, use that big old brain of yours and think, what is a quadrilateral? Okay? When you think you got it, I want you to say it out loud, okay? Okay, if you said that a quadrilateral is a shape that has 4 straight sides, then give yourself a big ol' high five because you are exactly right. A quadrilateral has 4 straight sides. Okay, awesome job. We are going to get right into our quadrilateral sort. So behind me, I have all these quadrilaterals, and I have 4 different groups up here, okay? Let me go through these groups just so you know what we're sorting all of our quadrilaterals by, okay? My first group, I have 1 set of parallel lines. My next group is no right angles. My next group is 4 right angles. And then my final group is all equal sides. I'm going to give you a little hint to start because some of these quadrilaterals, they might fit into more than one group, okay? We're going to start with our very first one. If you look right here at this shape, you might recognize that this is a rectangle, okay? So we're going to look at all our different categories, our groups, and see what does this rectangle, which one would it fit into, okay? We're going to start with one set of parallel lines. Well, my rectangle does not fit into there because it has 2 sets of parallel lines, the top and the bottom, and the right and the left side. Those parallel lines are those lines that never touch. They'll always keep going across from each other, okay? So it can't go in that category because it has 2. No right angles. Well, I can see right now that I see some perfect right angle L shapes. I see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles. So it could not go in the no right angles group, but it would go in the 4 right angles group. So because my rectangle is a number 1 right here, I am going to put a number 1 right up here because it goes in that category, okay? It does not have all equal sides though, because if you look at it, it only has 2 sets of equal sides. That's the definition of a rectangle. So that is the only category that our rectangle would go into, okay? Moving right along, we got this guy right here. If you recognize this, you would know that this is a square. So we're going to get right in and see what groups my square could fit into. Well, just like the rectangle, my square would not fit into 1 set of parallel lines because it has 2 sets of parallel lines, so it could not go there. It could not go into no right angles because it has 4 right angles. Okay, so it could not go under that one. But right over here, you see that it goes under 4 right angles because I see 4 perfect L shapes. Okay, so I'm going to write, you see how we got a number 2 for my square? I'm going to write a number 2 right over here into that group. Okay, a square, something about a square is it also has all equal sides. If I look at all my sides, they're all equal. So it would also go into this group right here, okay? 2 down, 2 to go. We're going to look at this guy right here. This, if you remember what this quadrilateral is, it is a trapezoid. So our trapezoid, would it go in 1 set of parallel lines? Well, yes, it would because my top and my bottom line are parallel with each other. These ones are not. So I'm going to write a 3 over here into 1 set of parallel lines, okay? Also, my trapezoid right here, it has no right angles because there are no perfect L-shaped angles. So it would also go in this category right here, okay? It does not have 4 right angles because we just said that it has no right angles, and it also has not all equal sides, so these are the only two categories that my trapezoid would go into. And finally, we have this shape right here. This is my rhombus. A rhombus would not go in one set of parallel lines because it has two sets, okay? It does not have any right angles, though, because there are no perfect L-shaped angles. So I would write my number 4 under no right angles because it would go in that category, okay? Because it has no right angles, it cannot have 4 right angles, so it does not go there. But my rhombus also has 4 equal sides. All of its sides are equal length, if you look at it. So it would also go right up here. Okay, that was our quadrilateral sort. We are going to do a quick 180 spin right over here to my other teaching corner. Oh, Miss Lewandowski forgot her marker. Here we go. So now we are going to work a little bit with our triangles. Now we just did quadrilaterals over there. Now we're going to do our triangles. So if you remember what a triangle is, think right now with your big old brain like you did before, okay? And if you thought that a triangle is a shape that has 3 sides, give me a fist bump because that is exactly right. Awesome job. A triangle has 3 straight sides, okay? We're going to do the exact same thing over here with our triangles, but we have some different categories or groups, okay? We have 2 equal sides, right angle, or no equal sides. So we're going to do the same thing right over here. We're going to look at each one of our triangles. We see that this one right here, it does not have 2 equal sides because none of its sides are equal. It does not have any right angles, so it would fall under this category of no equal sides. So same thing, I would just take that number 1 and I would write a 1 right here, because it would go in that category. Okay? Same thing with this one. I'm going to look at this and see, well, would this shape have 2 equal sides? Does this triangle? If I look at my sides, I actually do notice that this side and this side are the same length. Okay? So it actually does have 2 equal sides. So I would write a number 2 under 2 equal sides. I also notice right away that there is a right angle because it's that perfect L shape right there. So it would also fall right under that group. But because it has 2 equal sides, it can't also have no equal sides, so it would not go in this group right here. And finally, we have our last triangle right here that looks like this. We're going to look and see what categories or groups it could fall into. When I look over here at 2 equal sides, and I look at this shape, I see that this side and this side are exactly the same. So I would write a number 3 under 2 equal sides. There are no right angles, so I'm not going to put it under this category. And we just said there were 2 equal sides, so it also can't have no equal sides. So that's the only one that this one would go under as well. Okay? So now that we did a little bit of a sort, I did a sort with you. You are going to do one on your own for your quadrilateral and triangle sort task. You're just going to look at a couple shapes and put them in their different groups or categories. If you still have questions, you can reach out to me or your other teacher to get some help. But you guys are super smart and I know you can do it. So get going. Awesome job today. I will see you next time for math, okay? Double wave. Bye, guys.